everyone, welcome back to another reading story time on the internet. Today, I am alone at school again, so I will not wear my mask, if that's alright with you. The story today is called The Pencil by Alan Alberg. This is a great little story about a pencil which makes a whole world. He draws people, he draws animals, and creates lots of new things. But then there's a problem. We'll have to read the story to find out what happens. I hope you like it. Here we go. The Pencil by Alan Alberg. Once there was a pencil, a lonely little pencil, and nothing else. It lay there, which was nowhere in particular, for a long, long time. Then, one day, that little pencil made a move. It shivered slightly, quivered somewhat, and began to draw. The pencil drew a boy. "What's my name?" said the boy. Banjo, said the pencil. "Good," said Banjo. "Draw me a dog." The pencil drew a dog. "What's my name?" "Bark, bark," barked the dog. Bruce," said the pencil. "Excellent," said Bruce. "Draw me a cat." The pencil hesitated. "Please," said Bruce. So the pencil drew a cat named Mildred, and Bruce, of course, chased Mildred. Round and round the house, which the pencil drew, down and up the stairs, up and down the street, through the park, until they got hot and bothered, tired and grumpy, and hungry too. "Draw me an apple," said Banjo. "Draw me a bone," barked Bruce. "Draw me a mouse," meowed Mildred. "No," said the pencil. "No mouse." "All right. Cat food, then," meowed Mildred. Only then, Bruce, Mildred, and Banjo said, "We can't eat this." "Apple," yelled Banjo. "Bone," barked Bruce. "Cat food," meowed Mildred. Why couldn't they eat it? What was wrong? It was black and white. The pencil hesitated, frowned, looked thoughtful for a while, and then drew a paintbrush. "Wow, what's my name?" said the paintbrush. Kitty," said the pencil. "Splendid," said Kitty the paintbrush. "How can I help?" After that, Kitty painted the apple, and the bone, and the cat food. She painted Banjo and Bruce, but not Mildred. Mildred was a black and white cat anyways. She painted the house and the road and the park. "What next?" cried the now cheerful and excited pencil. "Anything," yelled Kitty. She was excited too. "You draw and I'll color it." So they did. The pencil drew the picture, the paintbrush colored it. The pencil drew the picture, the paintbrush colored it. Banjo got a little sister named Elsie, and Mom and a Dad named Mr. and Mrs. Some grandmas and some grandpas, 3 or 4 cousins, and an Uncle Charlie. Bruce got a friend, an Airedale named Polly. "What's my name?" said the ball. "Oh, don't be silly," said the pencil. The ball made a sad face. "All right then, Sebastian," said the pencil. But then, trouble. Banjo kicked Sebastian into the air and broke a window. Polly ran off with Bruce's bone. "What's my name?" said the bone. One of Mildred's kittens, which she had just asked for, got stuck up the tree, and everybody was grumpy, started to complain. And then there was more trouble. "This hat looks silly," said Mrs. "My ears are too big," said Mr. "I shouldn't be smoking a pipe," said Grandpa. "Get rid of these ridiculous trainers," yelled Elsie. The pencil hesitated, frowned, looked worried for a while, quivered somewhat, and drew an eraser. An eraser. After that, the eraser, as you might expect, rubbed things out. Hats, ears, and such. The pencil and paintbrush drew again, and everyone was happy. "Hey," Hooray! They could work together. The eraser erased, the pencil drew, and the paintbrush colored. Until then, more trouble. The eraser rubbed other things out. He was a little bit too excited. He rubbed the table out, and the chair, and the rug, the light, the front door, and even the house. Oh, he rubbed the tree and the kitten who was still in the tree, the other cats, the cousin, the grandma, Uncle Charlie, out, out, out. He rubbed the road out and the park and the sky. He rubbed everything, even Kitty and the paintbrush too. Out. No. Now, once more, there was only the pencil, a lonely little pencil, and nothing else. The eraser and the pencil. The eraser kept coming. The pencil drew a wall to stop him. The rubber rubbed it out. He drew a cage to keep him in. The eraser rubbed it out. He drew a river and some mountains and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! The eraser rubbed them out. Then, when all seemed lost and there was absolutely no escape, that brave and clever little pencil quivered somewhat, shivered slightly, and drew another eraser! 2 erasers. Oh, they thought, oh my. And what did 2 erasers do? Ronald and Rodney were their names, by the way. Of course, as you could guess, they rubbed each other out. No erasers. And of course, the pencil drew everyone again. Bruce and Mildred and all the others. He drew her as well, Kitty the paintbrush, and colored her in, this time blue. He drew the sun in the sky, put the tree in the park, and the house by the road, and put the little cat back up the tree. He even drew a picnic, which lasted for a long, long time. Banjo played football with Sebastian. Oh, and his little cousins too. Banjo's dad tried eating a boiled egg named Billy, but it ran off. The whole column of ants, what are our names? Said the ants, came marching across the tablecloth. See the little ants on the tablecloth? Finally, when the sun went out, and the eating and the games and the adventures came to a stop, everybody and everything went home to bed. The pencil drew a moon in the sky and some darkening hills. Kitty, the paintbrush, painted them in. Thank you, Kitty. He drew a snug little box with a cozy lining, and Kitty painted that too. She painted him too. The end. Well, that's the end of our story today. Let's give a round of applause for our characters. The pencil, the paintbrush, and our eraser too. They're really, really nice to have in the classroom, and really great to see when they are creative by themselves and make something special. Thanks a lot for reading this book with me, and I'll see you next time for our next story. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Wash your hands, please, and stay safe.